name is Esther Black, and I'm the receptionist at Equity Resources. On April 15th, I had the distinct honor of traveling as a guardian with Honor Flight Columbus. Honor Flight has taken 80 trips and taken over 4,000 veterans to Washington, D.C. to spend the day honoring them and letting them know how special they are. Our day started at 4:30 in the morning, and we got to the airport, and the veterans came at 5:30. I was in charge for the day of 2 veterans that were brothers. They were from the Central Ohio area, and we had an absolutely wonderful time. It was extremely emotional. It was almost sacred to be there with the veterans. We had World War II veterans, we had Korean War veterans, and we had Vietnam veterans. We had 84 total veterans, and we had 55 guardians, and we had medical staff and media. And we spent the day touring all the monuments. We had a very special ceremony at the World War II Memorial. We spent the afternoon touring the city so that they could have a chance to rest on the bus. We had a wonderful day. We got to meet Senator Bob Dole, who was very instrumental in creating the World War II Memorial. It was the most amazing thing I have ever done. It meant so much to them, not only just to be there, but to be there with fellow military from the same war. And I cannot say how privileged I was to be there. How I got involved with Honor Flight was we had a gentleman that worked in our building who was a World War II veteran, and he had mentioned to me about Honor Flight. He had taken an Honor Flight and what a special thing it was for him. And so I started looking into ways that I could volunteer to better serve our veterans. And I got online and researched Honor Flight Columbus, and I applied to be a guardian and also a volunteer. There's many ways that you can volunteer. Not only can you be a guardian, which actually goes to DC, but we have a ground crew that prepares the airport and the waiting area, and they provide a breakfast for the veterans and get everybody safely on the flight. And they also put on a massive parade welcome home party in the evening when they get back to the Columbus airport. They're always in need of volunteers. They have newsletters that they send out. They have media teams. So I was able to be with 2 brothers from the Central Ohio area. They were from 2 different wars. One was from the Korean War and one was from the Vietnam War. As we toured the monuments, each monument meant something different to each one of them. When we got to the Korean War memorial, it was very significant to my veteran. He really appreciated the fact that we were even acknowledging and honoring that war and all the services that were done there. And when we got to the Vietnam wall, it was so sacred there, so quiet. We were able to take flags and write notes on the cards that were attached to the flags and leave them at the wall. It is hard to even imagine how significant that wall is until you're standing there and looking at a million names. It was very meaningful and very emotional. Not only just to be there, but to watch them look for names, remember things. We spent a lot of time talking as the day went on. They kept opening up and telling me more and more stories that they'd probably even forgotten about. It was really wonderful to see wherever we went all day long. We had people just in the general public coming up all day and saying, "Thank you for your service. We would like to get a picture of you." We had children. We had busloads of people waving at us. Everyone made such a big deal for these men that they could go and be honored and thanked everywhere we went. And we had a huge welcome home when we got back to the Columbus airport. There were probably 2,000 people there. There were bands. It was a huge parade, a huge party, a huge welcome home thank you. If you'd like more information about Honor Flight Columbus, you can go to their website, which is honorflightcolumbus.org. They have ways that you can volunteer, ways that you can donate. They have pictures on there of the different trips. You can get a lot of information about Honor Flight and Honor Flight Columbus.